YouTube? Y'all know who it is, your boy Play. So I'm just, y'all see the title of the video. A lot of people, most people are below average, including myself. And when I'm talking about below average, I'm mainly speaking on finances. But finances don't solely make you up to be, you know, a human being. It's just it's a part of you. It's an essential. But I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Mash that like button. I find it very odd how a lot of us, even myself, had an inflated ego until I looked up the amount of money an average man makes. So, like I just told y'all the other day, I'm looking up how much an average man makes. I see that an average man in 2025 makes above $55K a year. And as soon as I seen that statistic, ladies and gentlemen, it's like a light bulb went off in my head. Gee, you wish you was average. So this whole time, it's confidence. I get it. I know my confidence is up there. But you have to touch a sense of reality. And I say that to say this. A lot of Americans, a lot of people out here in general, I don't care if you're in the UK, a lot of people aren't out here making 50K in pounds or 50K in US dollars. You know what I'm saying? As an average man. So, I don't know let me look it up. Let's look at the average salary for a woman in 2025. Average salary for a woman. Let's look that up. Give me 2 seconds. Appreciate y'all time, ladies and gentlemen. Average woman's salary. And then look, then they say in 2025, women in the U.S. earn a median annual salary of approximately $56,000 to $57,000. So I really feel like we be living in la-la land, ladies and gentlemen. And my phone is finna die, so I'm not finna talk y'all head off. But a lot of women and men are living in la-la land, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this comes from somebody who done showed y'all how much money I done made doing OnlyFans. I done telling y'all how much I done made off YouTube, X, Y, and Z. Even with this Amazon job that I'm getting, I'll be blessed to be bringing home $3K a month. And do the math on that. 3,000 times 12 is 36,000. Even with, and a lot of people will say, where in my demographic, they will say working at Amazon is great. Getting $1,000 a week is great. That's great money. That's great money. But when you look at the stats on the average men and women, a lot of us, and coming from my demographic or other demographics, we aren't even average. We thought we was average, but when you really look up what it takes to obtain a certain credit score or to be bringing in a certain amount of money every year, you gotta, like I said, you gotta kiss reality in the face and just be like, okay, you win. It don't matter how mad you get, you still made less than $20,000 last year, which is under the housing market or under the apartment market. Because an apartment, and where I'm at in North Carolina, you need roughly $2,000 a month to live comfortably. So I say that to say it's a lot of men and women, bro. It's like a lot of us are below average, but we put ourselves on these pedestals, you know what I'm saying? Or because we looking at, or we hearing all these conversations about average men or average women, but we not really telling the truth how. If you made less than $20,000, you can't even be talking about nothing average. You need to be wishing to be average. I like to go back what I was just saying in the beginning of the video. When I seen that average man made $55K in a year, I'm like, damn, I wish I was average. Because check this out. If I had to spend $24,000 to $25,000 a year, on living, I still got what, 30K? That's enough for an emergency fund. That's enough for me to have a used car. That's enough for me to be paying my insurance on my car. Things like that. But a lot of us, we aren't even in the average man's or the average woman's shoes financially, but our brain is up there. Like, it don't make sense. And I had to wake myself up with that reality, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a hard pill to swallow. Very hard pill to swallow. Imagine the whole time thinking you the shit, but the person who the shit making, what, 40, 50 racks more than you. It's humbling. Very humbling. And like I said, where I'm at in life, I'm getting to the sun a little bit. Where I'm at in life, ladies and gentlemen, is, I done lost my train of thought. But, moral of the story, bro. People be thinking they that nigga or she that, or this woman thinks she that bitch. I'm not saying that you aren't. But if your finances aren't in order, coming from somebody whose finances aren't in order how he wants them to be, understand that a lot of us just need to stay focused. A lot of us haven't made, what, 30K in a year, 40K in a year, let alone 50K. So be grateful. Be grateful. Be very grateful and fruitful. And think about the future. I'm going to give you another stat too real quick. Me personally, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't even had no salary for a whole year other than content. I haven't even worked a full 9 to 5 for 365 days to see what my salary will be from that job. From, working 365 days with the company. I've never seen that much money coming from a W-2 form at all. And like I said, it's a very humbling experience to understand that whole time you thinking you average, then you get a reality check like, nigga or bitch, you broke as hell. You ain't got no room to be talking about nothing. Don't even have the basic life essential, which is what? A shelter. It's a blessing that I'm at where I'm at right now in the place that I have been, but having my own sense of shelter. Come on, man. That's just what it is. But you know what's funny about being average? Being an average woman or average man, they make around the same amount of money. If you add both of them together, they make about, what, 110K a year? Add it up. The average man or the average woman, they have a car. It might be a used car, but they have a car to take them to and from work. They have an emergency savings. Not all, but if they're smart with their funds, they have an emergency savings. They can have an emergency savings that can pay a year worth of living expenses because they can afford it. They have 30K over, minimum 30K over in what they're doing. That's not even counting if they're doing extra side hustles, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Uber Eats, any type of courier business. You know what I'm saying? Folks might be babysitting, dog sitting. That's not counting any other passive income or other idea that they're getting paid from. That's just baseline. Baseline is I'm an average man, I'm an average woman. And the average man or woman, believe it or not, that's what we should strive to want to be like. Of course, we want to exceed that. We want to get past that. But first, you gotta reach the tiers. And even myself, I've been trying to put myself in the category as an average man. And I'm not. My mindset is not average. But when it comes to my reality, I'm below average. My finances, below average. Like I just told you, when it comes to the housing market, having a roof over my head, I can't even afford it. I told y'all a year ago, a year or two ago, I made $20,000 in a year. It costs $25,000 annually to keep a roof over your head. So I'm still negative $5,000 in the hole without my own spot. And I ain't finna talk your head off like I just told y'all, my phone finna die. But at the end of the day, a lot of us need to understand. Y'all comment down below what y'all think. But for real, a lot of men and women want to put themselves in this average category. Your mindset might not be average. Your height or your talent might not be average. But when it comes to a lot of these folks and a lot of us, when it comes to our finances, we're below average. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, or they don't want to swallow that pill. But it's the truth. And y'all just comment down below if y'all agree with me on this topic or not. I just had to get that off my chest. See y'all in the next video. Appreciate y'all time. Mash that like button.